There's been a lot of big changes in the crypto market over the last few days that most people aren't talking about, but are key for investors. In today's video, I want to go over the good and the bad because we've seen a bit of both, and this is going to have dramatic impacts on not only your crypto investments, but also stock market and real estate investments as well. So starting off, I want to go over major things coming up that all investors need to be aware of. The first and foremost, absolute most important thing that's going to be happening is on March 14th, 2023. There's going to be the next CPI data released. This is going to be for the month of February. In this report, it's going to show, has the U.S. inflation started to rise again, like many people expected and saw in that last report. We saw a report in the middle of February that showed that looks like inflation may be rising a bit. It's not slowing down like the Fed had expected, like many people were expecting. And if that is the case, if we see inflation rise in this March 14th report, that's going to have pretty negative impacts on the market. We've already started to see that take place where many people are expecting the Federal Reserve is going to need more drastic measures moving forward, but nothing can be confirmed until we see that March 14th report. So keep an eye out on that report. We'd like to see inflation continuing to slow down. If it doesn't, if we see any sort of uptick or really just stay the same, that's probably not going to be good for markets, probably going to have some negative impacts, and we're going to see stocks and crypto fall even further because the Fed's going to have to jack up interest rates. I wanted to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our long-term channel partner, Fairdesk. As you guys know, I do a lot of trading in the crypto market, and all of my leverage trading takes place on Fairdesk. They offer up to 125x leverage on Bitcoin. They offer Ethereum leverage trading, Cardano, Solana, and many other altcoins. And the key features about this platform is that not only can you do trading on the platform, but they also have something called Arena. And in Arena, you can bet on whether you think the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or down in the next minute. In addition to this, they also have a copy trading feature, which allows you to follow some of the best traders and doesn't require any work. You simply can look at a trader's history, pick to follow that trader, and set how much money you want to follow them. Last few things is that we've also seen a major announcement recently from Fairdesk with CoinGecko. And now on CoinGecko, you can officially track the 24-hour trading volume for not only just regular trades taking place on Fairdesk, but you could see for Bitcoin to Tether, Ethereum to Tether, and you can see it's over $100 million, but also you could track derivatives and how they are trading on Fairdesk as well. You can see over $2.3 billion in Bitcoin USDT contracts traded. So there's been some major updates for Fairdesk. This is a platform I have consistently been using, and now you can finally see all of this information directly on CoinGecko. So definitely worth using this platform if you're interested in doing leverage trading with Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any altcoins. It's where I do all of my leverage trading, and you get some bonuses as well if you use my link in the description. Anyways, let's get back to the program. Next thing I want to talk about, which isn't great either, is going to be with Binance branded stablecoin BUSD. So recently we've seen that the US government has been targeting Binance for a number of big partnerships, buyout deals, and just their stablecoin BUSD. Recently, we've seen that BUSD has taken a big hit. There's been about $6 billion in outflows after the U.S. has cracked down on it, and we have seen that BUSD has fallen dramatically to now just around a $10 billion market cap to the number 10 position. So it's fallen from about number 5, number 6, all the way down to number 10. We've seen Cardano, Polygon, Dogecoin all surpass it in terms of market cap, and this just shows us that moving forward, regulations are going to be key for crypto. We've talked about this so many times, but everyone thought after everything with FTX and the crypto market in 2022 that Binance was unstoppable. But if this shows you anything, just with one regulation, one announcement from the US government, it could have some pretty negative impacts on any crypto, any company, despite its size. So everyone thought Binance is really untouchable in the crypto space. But to me, this just shows that one regulation from the US government could have terrible impacts on any stablecoin or any project. Ultimately, the lesson from that is to stay diversified, keep your portfolio not your stable coins, not just in one, your cryptocurrency holdings, make sure you're diversified. Stocks, just keep everything diversified. And I know it's hard when you're in the crypto space. Most people just go all in on a few projects, but this is the lesson. You need to stay diversified because you never know what could happen with a team. You never know what could happen with regulations. And since we're still so early on, there's going to be some bigger shifts and things that could happen that would have dramatic impacts on your money. Now let's talk about some of the big announcements that are positive. We've seen a few major announcements from Cardano, Solana, and from Jack Dorsey, because what we've seen is, first of all, Cardano. Cardano's weekly development report came out and showed that there are currently over 117 projects on Cardano's ecosystem. This is a continual increase, and we're continuing to see this number grow and expand. The few key aspects that I wanted to point out with this report are that we have surpassed 70,000 token policies and are approaching 8 million native tokens, currently at 7.83 million. So despite everything going on recently, people, getting on top of Cardano, saying it's not so great, people saying that Cardano's development has slowed down, which we did talk about in a previous video, but the bottom line is that we're continuing to see NFTs being launched. We're continuing to see projects being launched on the Cardano ecosystem. We're continuing to see transactions increase with that 61.8 million total transactions number. So we're continuing to see some pretty steady growth for Cardano's ecosystem. And this is a good sign with current market conditions, a little bit of fear in the market. It's always good to continue to see growth building. And this is the time where projects that are going to succeed long-term stand out from those that won't. And you see that exactly right here with all the development on Cardano. I'm bullish on it long-term. It's not my biggest holding, but it is something that I like to follow, and I know you guys are invested in as well. Moving forward, let's talk about Jack Dorsey, because Jack Dorsey backed a company called Blue Sky. Was officially launched on the App Store in an invite-only mode. This is a decentralized Twitter, decentralized social network that uses something called the AT protocol, basically a decentralized protocol that they built to make it that it's a social media network that is fully decentralized. That was Jack Dorsey's goal. He wanted to build something that was the likes of Twitter, but uses blockchain technology, is decentralized, and has no impact from centralized parties like governments or large investors. There is just a completely decentralized social networking platform. What we've seen with this is that it's already done very well, even though it's only on invite-only mode. If you check it out on the App Store or Google Play Store, currently ranked number 26 in social networking for the App Store. It has seen quite a bit of downloads as of recently. I haven't seen too much talk of this on social media, so I'm expecting it to continue to grow and continue to expand as more and more people know about it. Currently, we see that there are people testing it, and that is a good sign as to there should be a full launch coming very soon. We hadn't heard much about this company since around October 2022 when Blue Sky posted a blog post on their website. This is the real first update we have seen, but upon further inspection and looking at it, it looks nearly identical to Twitter. If you look at this profile screen, you could see that it looks pretty identical to Twitter in very many aspects. So we'll see if it will succeed long term. I personally don't see it ever beating Twitter. I think Twitter is much too large. I think this is much too similar, and I don't think many people care about decentralization as much as Jack Dorsey thinks. I think a lot of people will use it and like that aspect of it, but it's all going to depend on long-term how many people are on the platform, if people are interacting with it, what's really going to differentiate it from Twitter that is going to compel someone to leave Twitter and go over to Blue Sky. I don't think decentralization by itself will compel millions of people to leave Twitter and go to Blue Sky. But let me know your thoughts. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's a good idea. I think it does have potential, but I just don't see a massive shift from one platform to the other. It's almost like a YouTube and a Rumble. You see people posting on Rumble, but Rumble isn't completely taking over YouTube and probably never will. So let me know your thoughts. Last thing is going to be with Solana. So move to earn app Steppen, symbol GMT. Their COO recently came out and said they're going to be launching a suite of new features very soon. This is after they have seen a massive drop-off in users, daily active users, and since the Solana ecosystem has been struggling tremendously. Solana has taken a massive hit. Many projects have left the Solana blockchain, bridged over to other blockchains, and according to data, you can see this data right here that shows that in May of 2022, this is the data that shows Steppen monthly active users. You could see that there was over 700,000 monthly active users in May for Steppen, but now There's only 44,000, probably even less than that. That was December of 2022. This is the most recent data we have. You've seen this massive drop off, and it's not uncommon to see this, especially in the crypto space during crypto winter and after everything that's gone on with Solana. But the thing is they say they're going to be launching new projects and new products that are going to help get people over the Solana ecosystem, get people over to step in using this app again. But it's going to be very hard because if people don't have trust in Solana, it's probably going to be hard to get people to use the Solana dApps. And after we've seen this massive drop off, I think there still is time for this project to be saved and succeed long term, but time is running out because when you start seeing the numbers go from 1 million people almost to now only 40,000, that's a big drop. And it's not like it's a crypto project that is based solely on investing and solely on hype. Like, this project has real utility outside of crypto. It pays people for simply walking. And if that many people have stopped using it, that's a concern, because even if people weren't interested in crypto, didn't really care about the crypto market, they still were making money from simply walking. Everyone walks, everyone, has their phone with them all the time. So for that many people to just stop using the app who already downloaded it, it's not really a good sign to me. The sticky rate, the user retention rate just doesn't seem to be there, because you would expect to see if someone downloads an app that pays them to walk, it's already on their phone anyways, you'd probably see a higher percentage of users stick around despite what's going on in the market. So we'll see what happens, but they have a number of plans to roll out new features soon, and hopefully that goes very well.